NDTV 24/7.
Hello and welcome to this episode of Special Report, where we explore a health issue of another kind. Usually when we talk of health, we focus on our bodies, not on our minds, forgetting that mental illnesses affect nearly 10% of our population. What bothers us in this episode is that while half the mentally ill are women, most of them young, there are few places that offer them the care and attention they deserve. And what's even more shocking is that people who come forward to help these helpless women get an ordeal themselves.
No one knew her name, nor where she had come from. This place near the Puri Beach police station was her home for over a week. Lost in her own world, she would wander the beach, always in search of something. Was it for food, or a familiar face, or just refuge? No one knew and no one cared. Until Sanjay saw her. Sanjay is a volunteer with Mission Ashra. His job, to look out for mentally disturbed women who are dumped on the streets by their families or those who run away from home. Scores of destitute and mentally unstable women can be seen in tourist spots, railway stations, and bus stops in Orissa, where they become easy prey, objects of physical and sexual abuse. The more fortunate ones are spotted by volunteers and taken to Ashra, home to 160 women, all of whom have been rescued from the streets. And for the first time ever since they fell ill, they are actually in the hands of a medical professional. All the women here suffer from a range of mental disorders and hallucinations.
90% patients, those are residing here, belong to schizophrenia, and there are chronic schizophrenics. 2% belong to hypomanic group or affective disorder manic group. Other 3% belong to mild mental retardation. Those have adapted to street life. Other 5% people, those are not mentally ill when they came to the street because of the vagaries of street life, because of the torture they have undergone. They have become deranged, they have become depressed.
Mission Ashra was conceived 3 years ago in Bhubaneswar by the People's Forum, an NGO, as a home for mentally ill women which offers them protection, counseling treatment, and a decent life.
About 60% of the patient population, when the key attendants failed to contain them, when they could not afford treatment, or the attendants became disgusted with the patient, the easiest way to get rid of them was to throw them on the roads.
30-year-old Abhagini is from Bolangir, a district known for its abject poverty, child sale, and mass migration of labor. No one knows what exactly tipped her over the edge. She was at the Agra Mental Asylum for 5 years and then brought here. Abhagini says she has 3 sisters but cannot remember their names. She does, however, remember that she was beaten up inside a police station by some people.
धोरीना थाना बुकेर भर्ती को दरा थाना लोग दरा चाबी कुट को ना पिला कटना सरजी सरजी बजे छोड़ती अंते माला जे माला दो दो सरजी कुछ का दो दो भारत कुछ अंते उल्टी पुल्टी दो दो लाठी छोड़ छोड़ दो माला भैया
Indumati was picked up from the Bhubaneswar railway station. She has acute schizophrenia and speaks incoherently. She talks of film stars, courts and jail in broken Hindi and in a language she imagines is English. A prisoner of the hell she's been through.
हमारा कादर खां हुआ फिल्म हम पूरा कराए पूरा फिल्म इंग्लिश न्यूज करते हैं भाषण करते स्पीच करते हैं इंग्लिश माय यूज इज इंग्लिश डॉट टू इज मीडिया आई मीन डू द फादर एंड डू द प्राइम मिनिस्टर ओनली टू माय यूनिटी।
घर में कौन है आपका?
मेरे हस्बैंड अभी नया शादी बड़े बाबू है।
हस्बैंड पे दोबारा शादी कर लिया?
हाँ, दोबारा शादी हो गया।
95% of the 160 women who live here are from very poor backgrounds. But there are also those who were thrown out by well-to-do families because they became too much of a burden, socially and otherwise. This woman was born into a wealthy family in Cuttack and is schizophrenic, which was reason enough to be abandoned without a second thought.
हाँ बाड़े आस्ते आस्ते बाड़े मते बंद करी रखिथिला से बाथरूम भितरे मते के नबगी के दसनांदी।
More than 50 women here come from other states: Maharashtra, Gujarat, Chhattisgarh, Andhra Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh. Kalabati walked out of her home after her husband married his bhabi. She was rescued from the Bhubaneswar railway station.
घर वाला तो भाभी को रख लिया हो, इसलिए हम भाग आई। फांसी लगा के मर जाएं, अब घर न जाएं। इतना सुंदर फूल नदिया में बहा जाता है, पकड़न वाले साले जान चली जाती है। क्या
But Ashra is now home to all those who live here. Most of these inmates have undergone a transformation of sorts during their short stay here. Like Papa or Navratna from Andhra Pradesh, who fled her home 2 years ago. Today, she's all smiles because her husband, who works in a jute factory in West Bengal, has come to take her back. It's difficult to believe she's the same person we saw 4 months ago. She was violent and uncontrollable. She had to be injected with heavy sedatives.
अभी खुशी है सर, बहुत खुशी है। आप लोग देख के बहुत खुशी हुए। सब भगवान है, सब भगवान है। भगवान आदमी होता है, भगवान भी होता है, आदमी भगवान भी होता है।
About 8 years back, when she was sleeping, she had a dream, some horror dream. After that, she was mentally shocked, and she was unable to recover from that shock.
हो जाए, लेकिन फिर भी तो हम लोग तो अब
बोले चाचा मार गया।
मैंने कोई ऐसा बात हो गयागा अभी तो ज़्यादा दिन है, लेकिन नहीं यही है कि ढूंढने में थोड़ा देर हुआ, लेकिन क्या फिर भी सुरक्षित मैंने अभी है। जो हुआ तो हुआ, लेकिन जैसे भी हो मैं यहाँ पहुँच गया हूँ आराम से।
It's a happy reunion. In the last 3 years, 56 mentally ill women have been cured here and reunited with their families. Perhaps more than the medication, it's the care, attention and love they got from these tireless young women who work as in-house volunteers and counselors.
पहले हम उनको स्टडी करते हैं, हम लोग जाके उनसे फ्रेंडशिप करते हैं पहले कि आप कहाँ से आए हो, उनका नाम पूछते हैं, उनको क्या खाना पसंद है, एक गाना गाओ। ऐसे पूछने से उनका मेंटल कंडीशन क्या है, उनका जवाब से हमें पता चलता है।